very old, eh?
Yeah.
Um, I wonder if you'll tell me, but you don't have to. I wonder what's the going rate for someone that works in your field?
So it depends on like your level and stuff, of course. But let's see. I mean, obviously, if you're like a senior, you can be around just under a bar. If you're a head of department, such as myself, you could earn easily 1.2 to 1.5 around there, obviously depending on your experience, your qualification. It's a lot of factors. It's not just about your education, qualification and experience, especially experience goes a very long way as well.
I see, understood.
Yeah.
Um, who's your wife? Where did you meet her?
I met her in Constantia actually. The whole family went to her brothers. I was actually friends with her brother. Her brother was friends with my brother. So the whole family was actually in Constantia. We met each other. We knew of each other when we were younger. And then, obviously in high school, we went our separate ways. And then, yeah, after high school, we sort of reconnected again.
Okay, that's cool. And it's the same girl that I met you with at UJ, right?
No, no, it would have been a different girl.
Oh, okay. So when was that was so long ago now. Do you remember me
Yeah.
at UJ?
Yeah, no, I remember you, DJ.
All right. All right. Because I know different people to me. That's what I'm trying to say. If we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
play soccer together, I don't think we would have bumped into each other.
probably not.
Um, tell me, what's the? Oh wait, you said how long have you been together? Probably should be more in depth because when your significant other hears you speak, they probably want to know, like, hey, what else did you talk about me? What other questions were there?
We started dating towards the end of, around July 2017.
All right, okay, and
Yeah.
what made it different?
I guess the fact that we knew each other from the past, that and we dated very briefly in the past, that went a long way. But the fact that our families were very similar, um, and that counts for quite a bit because it wasn't like, explaining, sorry, this is how my dad is, my grandmother is, this is how, things are.
Yeah.
They were like, no, don't worry, my dad's the same, my grandmother's the same, my brothers are the same. It's just, we were almost the way we were brought up, our values and stuff were almost identical. So it made connecting and building our life together a lot easier because it wasn't like I had to get used to a change in culture, a change, and I'm not necessarily saying religion wise. I'm just saying like a change in culture, like
What religion
from the
is it?
morning. What's that?
What religion is it?
No, we're both Christian.
Oh, okay,
But I'm
okay.
saying, when I say the change in culture, I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about your way of doing things, like, silly things like when you wake up in the morning, what is your
Oh,
morning routine?
okay.
What is your routine during lunch and supper? What is your routine during the day? What about weekends? Do you guys also do takeouts every Friday night type of thing? It's that type of culture that was
Oh,
very, very similar in both families, which made getting along and connecting a little bit easier.
what high school did she go to?
She went to Ellen Glen actually.
No ways.
Yeah.
When did she matriculate?
She's 2 years younger than me, so it would be 2007.
What? I know for sure. I know my people. What's your wife?
Yeah, she's my wife now.
What's her name?
Her name is Nadine Nika.
Nadine.
Uh, yeah,
Does she know me?
I don't know.
Because I matriculated 2010 was so 2 years, three
I,
years
I don't
before
know if
me.
she knows you. Maybe she does. I mean, I never asked, but I don't know, to be honest.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I probably do know. Um, tell me, what's the value of a man in today's world?
Very open-ended question.
Because they
Okay.
don't like us anymore. Mhm.
Look, I guess, unfortunately, the value of a man is what he can provide. That's just for now. I wouldn't even say for now. For a while, that's how it's been. I think it's going to be like that for a while still. But I would say very easily is a value of a man is what he can provide. If he can't provide, he's not useful, therefore has no value.
Yeah, that's very harsh, huh? Black
It's
and white.
harsh. Look, it's harsh, but it's the truth. And sometimes in life, you need to accept the
But
truth
we've
that
always been the
that's what it
provider, right?
is.
Always been the provider.
Who, me?
No, us, men.
Yeah. Men, I guess we have.
But then why don't they like us anymore? But you're a nice guy. I know they like you. See, when you become like me, yes, those people really gun for you, my friend. I'm telling you. Everything they can like nitpick on you. I'm sure you get a pass. Like, Jeremy's such a nice guy. What can you say, Rob? What's not to like?
Look, I wouldn't say I get a pass. I mean, like as all men, we are full of shit as well. I mean,
Yeah.
let's
How are
like I
you?
said,
How are you full of shit? I've never
let's
seen
call a spade.
you full of shit.
Let's call a spade. No, when I say full of shit, I'm not saying full of shit like I go on and then I catch out nonsense. I'm saying I'm also
Yeah.
full of shit in terms of like, I have things that I want to do. I have things that I'm selfish in. I have things that, is maybe not as big of a priority to me as it may be to my wife. And, I just maybe just honestly don't care about it or whatever the case is. So, yeah, like I said, not necessarily saying when I say full of shit like cheating, but just full of shit, just, you know, doing what we want because we're independent like that, I guess is the word.
I see also we are all full of shit still. At least I don't feel so alone. I'm telling you. You said you're Christian. How does that impact your life overall? Now in your 35th year of existence, what does that
To
mean
be
now for your life?
to be honest, I'm not much of a religious or spiritual person. So I'm Christian. Let me put it this way. I'm Christian because that's how I've been brought up.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong, I pray. I pray when I need to, thank the Lord when something good happens, ask for help when something bad, when life isn't going my way. But I'm not one of those people that's in church broadcasting, about
Yeah.
things like, so
Okay.
like I said, I guess the best way to say I'm Christian because that's how I've been brought up, but I'm not like an actively practicing Christian, if that makes sense.
But okay, okay. Let's just be